Hey, you guys. I know I was MIA yesterday. Not on purpose. Just family drama. Not in my home. In one of my daughter's homes. She is certainly walking down that path. Whatever path she chose to experience, she's experiencing it. And it's uncomfortable for her. She's going to be okay. Entertainment purposes only. 3 videos today. Yes, I'm jingling. My ringy is jingy. It matches my jingy earrings. In next video, I'll take the ring off. Because right now, I'm going to... Because I'll be shuffling next video. Actually, 3 videos. So we're going to do the Q&A today in this video. And then we'll do the next 5 to 7 days forecast. And then we're going to do a kind of a 2026 economy forecast, okay? So, I'm going to answer the questions. Don't forget, if you need tarot decks and you're a paid membership on my channel here on YouTube, or a paid member on paid subscriber on Substack, excuse me, or you pay the $25 for the tarot class. Now, taking the tarot class isn't necessary to get your shipping discount from Miss Denise, okay? But fit any of those other 3 criteria, and she will reimburse your shipping cost post-haste. dlkiles@yahoo.com. I have the stained glass. I have the Art Nouveau. This is a type of Rider-Waite with the meanings on it. This is a gilded Rider-Waite, which just means it's golden colored. And this is Mucha Tarot. Mucha Tarot. I might just get that one just because. Just because I can. So, email Miss Denise. She will... Miss Denise is a community member, very active community member. And she will give you the link to her eBay page. Pretty and new tarot decks. Okay? Oh, yeah. All right, give Ms. Simone, Simone's podcast. We're going to give Ms. Simone's podcast a plug, okay? On Spotify or iHeart. No reinvention needed. Just a return for women over 60 in their second act. A new topic every Thursday. Ms. Simone is also a community member. And her videos aren't very long. Her podcasts aren't very long, so it's easy for us older people to pay attention for 10, 15 minutes. All right. Also, thank you so much for visiting Nate's channel. The link for that is in the description box of probably the past 10 videos now. 8 to 10 videos, whatever. It's in the description box, okay? So, be kind and support another community member, please. Nate's videos are very grounding because he's keeping it in the moment. And we need that. We need to stay in the present. Okay, so it's Q&A time. All right. So let me see. How do I want to do this? I'll bring it down. These are yes or no. These are yes or no. Pretty much all of these are yes or no questions. Try to keep your questions in one question, not 3 or 6 parts to one question. That's too much. It's too much for my brain. My head exploded. So we're going to answer these questions. So let's get to it. Do I want to... Let me see what my pillow does to help me get... Oh, yeah, that'll work. All right, that'll work. Okay, but first of all, somebody wanted to know about new guides. Okay, so as we ascend, good chance we'll get new guides. Because our guides can be interdimensional, and they are, obviously, because they've told us a lot of things months before they happened, right? So, but as we vibrate differently, or have a higher vibration, we're apt to connect with new guides that hold that same vibration. Okay, it's part of our ascension, which would, explain for me personally all the release energy, the bawling at the drop of a hat, the sadness, the letting go, because I know things are changing for me. Change is hard. Doesn't matter whether you instigate it or not. Change is hard, but I personally would rather walk with change than get dragged behind it. So, and in this lifetime and from my many past lifetimes, I have a lot of stuff to clear up. So that's what I'm doing in this lifetime. Because when I come back around again, which is different for me, because I always said, I'm not doing this again. Well, okay, and you know what? I'm not doing this again. I'm taking care of business in this lifetime. Okay? So that the next lifetime I come around, when I come back around, the new earth will be in place. Period. Because I'm not having a hard life, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm mentally, emotionally, physically, I am not coming back into this experience. I've experienced enough pain, mental, emotional, physical pain. I'm just done. So, and that's what this lifetime was about. Letting go of all of it from this life and past lives. So let me know if you're experiencing that too. Lots of, geez, I mean, it's ridiculous. A commercial, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. Bawling at the commercials. Okay, so that kind of explains the new guides, the new spirit guides. It happens. It happens. Now, I did ask my spirit guides a couple of times, is my ancestor from a different lifetime, David, is he still one of my guides? And at first they said no, but I didn't really ask it in that way. I said, is David still here? We have to be very specific with our questions. So I asked again the next day, because I'm like, that doesn't feel right. And I said, is David still one of my spirit guides? And then the second time I asked properly, they said yes. So he's still there. All right. So that explains the new guides. So we have a question. I gotta bring it down just a little, you guys. Okay, clearance center, please. Will the contest pilferage be part of the Christmas tree zone? Yes. Okay. Next question. Will there be a recount for the Tennessee District 7 election that was held last week? I'm pretty sure somebody said they're already starting, and Spirit Team had said that in a previous video, I think. Through the cards. Right. All right. And did the Space Cadet manipulate this election for the Tennessee District 7 election? Yeah, of course he did. Because there's something in it for him. But he'll spill the beans the second it's convenient for him. The second it benefits him. Okay, will it be proven that this District 7, Tennessee District 7 election was manipulated? Yes. Okay, I have to put these in front of me. I can't keep doing that. All right. So somebody says they're supposed to be voting this week on extending the subsidies for the Obamacare healthcare system, or healthcare, so that our healthcare won't go through the roof for 2026. Will that voting to extend the subsidies pass? Will the subsidies for Obamacare be extended? Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. Now, somebody asked, are the files, the EPI documents, the reason for all the foolishness in Congress? Well, yes, I mean, that's part of it. It's caused a great deal of conflict. That's why we keep pulling the Five of Wands card, the conflict card, okay? Some of them, and because some of them are in those files, and they're trying to walk away from their positions so that the blow that they will receive will be lighter. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit Team says it's for those that are in those documents. It's all about It's a front. It's to make themselves look not as bad as they could look. Like, so if you're, it's bad enough that you were a member of Congress and you're in those documents, let alone being a member of Congress and being in those documents. That's a different ball game right there. Impeach, impeach, impeach. Okay. So here's a little bit of a long one. That's okay. Somebody says, I've been getting the election fraud receipts are finally going to come out or start to come out big time this month for the, I've been getting that for the past week. When I ask how will this information come out, they keep saying that Space Cadet, that it's time for him to spill the beans to be one of the first to get a plea deal, so he doesn't go behind bars. At least he hopes it will keep him out from behind bars. I got that he may then leave the country. So, will Space Cadet, it's already saying yes. He will spill the beans. Spirit Team's been saying that. And will he get a plea deal in exchange for the information that he has? Because he has direct information because he was directly involved. You can't, I mean, well, they could just look that right in the eyeball and say whatever, but they're not going to. Because we forget that these senators even, you know, the senators, they have constituents. They have constituents. Members of Congress have constituents. And the constituents are tired of the BS and the lying and the fraud and the stalling. Most of all, the stalling. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not looked at a YouTube video regarding politics in 2 days. On purpose. All right? You got to back away sometimes, you guys. No, I can't answer a question about when are they going to find the real DT's body and end the charade. I can't answer that question. Timelines they don't work. Now, we gave it a shot back around, what, August, September? Because the timeline we were on at that point was headed straight for a bunch of information coming out that needed to come out. Timeline changed. The energy changed. Free will, right? Free will, the biggest factor in timeline shifts. And timing. Okay. If there are doubles in the White House, which, and this is a question. If there are doubles in the White House, which I truly believe there are, why do they keep glitching, e.g. falling asleep in meetings? Okay, because they have to look exactly like him. If they don't do exactly what he does, it'll be glaringly obvious to other people that aren't really paying attention. We're paying attention. We're not the only ones. The independent media newsies are finally starting to pay attention. Okay? They don't want better versions. They want somebody who is exactly like him. Oh, last part of that question. Are they setting us up for a reveal? It can be more than one thing, right? So yes, they're setting, but yeah, remember Spirit Team's been saying that too, that Couchman wants in there. I think they're waiting for those files to come out. They're waiting for the files to come out. And other readers have also said that this is why Rumpros is still breathing, because those files need to come out. They need to discredit him so that it can't be denied. They need to do the most damage that they can to him, his reputation, for those that are still dumb enough to believe in him. I shouldn't even say that, but I can't help it. One of an Aquarian's pet peeves is people who choose to be ignorant. Okay, if there are double... Okay, we just did that. Why would one spirit say Frumpy has finally passed and today he's still in a coma? Okay. If he's in a coma and he's on breathing machines, for all intents and purposes, he has passed, right? He wouldn't be functioning on his own. If they pulled the plug, he would be gone completely. And his soul, his soul hovered in. But I want to explain that there are people who walk around on this planet who are detached from their souls. Okay? I can't tell you how that works exactly. Spirit team has not shared that information with me. But there are people who walk around detached from their souls. And he's been detached from his soul. Right? Pretty sure. And no, spirit teams, spirit teams don't all know the same thing. Everything is not that black and white. This is 3D thinking, that they all know the same thing. That's 3D thinking. See, and we're vibrating higher now. So we have to train ourselves to wrap our brains around things that are unbelievable. All of you are ascending. And by the way, somebody said something about, I can't wait to ascend. We're never done. You're never done ascending. It's not a one and done. We keep ascending. There are limitless dimensions. It's a beautiful thing, people. Okay. I can't read that. I can't read on the timing of that either. So, okay, somebody wants to know, will the drunk be charged with murder, unaliving, for blowing up boats, for booming boats? Will Keg's Breath be charged with unaliving people by booming those boats? Yes. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. At some point he will. And I keep stating this, that the problem isn't that the information and the proof isn't right in front of these people's faces. It's that they're choosing to not act on that proof. Very frustrating. There's all kinds of proof of contest pilferage, the Keg's Breath situation, the Christmas tree sun, okay? All kinds of proof of that. Well, that's fabulous. Doesn't mean squat until somebody acts on it. And that's the part where we're frustrated. Let's let these documents come out, okay? It's a key part of removal. Not just for whether he's comatose or not just for rump roast, but the entire kit and caboodle. So what do you think of that, you guys? Let's get a schmudge. It's Tuesday, but we're going to get a schmudge anyway. Hold on. We got this. Give me a little Reiki broom. I should buy feathers. I did make my own feathers. I'm not sure where they went. Yeah, I don't know where my feathers went. That was hard for me. My fingers don't work like that. I have all kinds of feathers. I'll pick up pigeon feathers, crow feathers. Feathers are messages because they're from birds that are messengers. Okay. Now it may appear I'm doing this backwards. I assure you, in real time, I'm doing it just right. That juju out, that juju out, that juju out, that juju out. And the little bells are actually a good thing. I know I'm talking low today. Turn up your volume. Good juju in, good juju in, good juju in, good juju in. Consider yourself schmudged, you guys. All right, so next video, I'm not sure which one. I guess we'll find out when I do it. goodness. And that was Palo Santo, and I need to break out a new stick of it. I have purple sticks. All right, you guys. Since I didn't video yesterday, I have another one of my Advent a pair of my Advent earrings that are different from these, and I will take the jingles off for you guys in case it's distracting. All right? Much love, many blessings, and I will see you in the funny page.